All right, this is the recording for the Redis exam test interview, and let's see how it goes. All right, bye. Connecting to the servers, okay, and I have the support exam pen file, right? Which is there, which is the one provided by John. Up to this point, I need to change permissions to the file, which is something like this, right? chmod go, which is in order to provide the permissions to the pen file, and there you go. And then the other thing will be like connecting to the servers, which is like this ssh minus I, then the support file, and then the username and the IP address. Okay, right now I'm installing Redis. What I did was to wget in order to get the binaries, and then untar the files, which is here. Yeah, in order to do this and to resolve this issue which I'm having here, I will update the OS, right? Because otherwise I don't think I'm getting that. Now I need to install Redis, right? This is the port, which is okay, 6379, configuration file, log file, directory, data directory for this, executable path, which is okay, everything is okay, blah blah blah. All right, so let's go. Successful. This step, we're installing the Mentier benchmark software, which is the software to fetch, update, and create Redis records on the Redis database, right? So basically, we git clone this repository for GitHub in order to download files. So here. Then once we're there, we cd into it. We're there. Right, and then after this, we run the following. Okay. A minute. I'm gonna install it. Okay. It's been installed now. For some time while running this. Okay, then after this, following. In order to install Redis Enterprise software on the server 2, will be what we need to do is to first of all log into our Redis cloud account, download center, and then from here we check on the release we need. Of course, how do we check the release of the server? Because we need to make sure that we have the right version for the right operating system. So the way to make sure we're using the way to make sure which operating system we're using is like this. We got OS release, and then from here you'll see it's 2204, which is the one here, the release here. So we already downloaded. It's more than 200 megabytes file. It's here. So now we will proceed to copy this file to this server, right? Which is on the cloud. In order to copy the file to the server, I'm gonna do is to use SCP, which will be like SCP source destination server, right? This will be the path, right? Like this. And let's see. That's working now. All right, now what's next is like after I copy the file to the server V, then I need to untar the file, which is like using this command. Then I'll see the files are untarred, provide the proper permissions to install, which they already have them, and then install it. All right, and there you go. Installation is complete. All right, this one. Yep. With this command, ps -ef credit Redis, you'll see like Redis, it's working fine. It's working properly here. All right. The way I can do the access is like this. All right. So HTTPS, then the server name 8443, which is secure. And from here, I need to I can go to a browser and try to access this. I can proceed to the connection. I will allow the connection, and there you go. I'm already there. I'm connected to my Redis enterprise database, right? And we access this through the web browser, as we can see here. And then we create a new cluster. Basically follow the instructions here. Here we're required to enter a license, which we don't have. So this is going to be like a trial version. Then the FQDN will be like this, which for this case we can use cluster the local. Then we'll look at these settings here, which are gonna be like okay. This is warning for the HTTPS TLS certificate, which is okay. And there you go, we're there, right? So now the next step here will be creating the database. For this case, I'm going to create a quick one. Let's call it like see, which is my user port 12,000, and then create. We have already created the database, which is this one here. This is on Redis enterprise version. This is the cluster created. This is the database. So now, in order to connect to the Redis database, the Redis-CLI. And there you go. I am connected now to the database. This is the way I check like how many keys do I have, ping, ponk, and anyway, just by typing Redis-CLI. Whereas in this case, it won't work like this. Why not? Because in our case, in this case, we don't have Redis running on the on the default port. It's a different one. There you go. I'm connected to it. Right. Also, it's also empty. No issues here. Okay. So we're good. How do I know the 12,000 port? That's the one I configured previously, right? So when I initially configure and install a Redis enterprise, so this is not. And the same will work if I wanna do a connection from the remote server to the other one, right? All I gotta do is like to the Redis CLI database. It's all I gotta do is like I need to H for the host, specify the -H, which will be the host, -P for the port, which in this case it was 12,000, right? And there you go, I'm connected. So now the next step here, it's we're gonna create a replica of the server. So the exercise here will be my standalone Redis installation will be a master of the enterprise Redis database. All right. So this is a master in Zero Slave Connect, and actually here, this database it's also a master in Zero Slaves connector right now. So in order to do that, what I wanna do is like, okay, I come here to the Redis console. Remember, we're in clusters. inside clusters, we have a database which was recreated, is this one. And then from there, we'll go to replica of. We click on edit, replica of, and add a source database. This will be the right structure here, which will be the host, which is the open source database server, and the port, right? I have no password, I have nothing configured, so this is the one, and then add source. Once this is done, we click on save. And there you go. It's synced now, right? So right now, anything that I'll create on the standalone server, I'm sorry, on the open source server, should be created or seen here as a replica, right? And now, if we see here, this is a master right now, and we have one slave connected. Slave will be this is the IP address, and this is the one that I just created, which is on the server, right? So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create 100 records here, and we'll order them recursively and read them from this other server, right? So in order to achieve this, what I did was in a small script, very small script. First of all, I have a names file, all right? You see, there's just a bunch of names, 100 names, all right? So I'm gonna populate Redis database with these names. I'm gonna create a list with these names, and then I'm gonna sort it out in order of insertion, right? I'll create I'll show the normal insertion mode and then the reverse insertion, right? That's what I'm gonna do. So what we're gonna do here is I create this specific very small script. So we have this. It will go to the file, which is names.txt. Then while read word, do Redis CLI lpush names or whatever, or nombres in this case, which is Spanish, and then type the word. That's what this is gonna do. All right. So let me put it differently. Names, because I wanted the list to be called names. All right. Okay, so let's run it and see how it goes. Right. Okay. All right, there you go. So now if I connect to Redis -CLI super keys, that is there. Redis, that is the names are there. Okay. And the same if I connect to Redis database here and hit keys, names are there, right? So now I want to display I want to read it normally and then read recursively. All right. So in order to do that, I created these two scripts, which are very tiny, very little. It's as simple as that. So connect to Redis database, do an L range name 0 from 0 to 100. Actually, if I do it here inside the Redis database, I will show the names, right? So all of the names are here. They're from Tiffany to Alice, right? So basically, this is what's gonna happen here. So then I'm gonna run the read normal, and there you go, from Tiffany to Alice. All right, so it's the normal one, and then so to read recursively, it's pretty much the same. It's not different. So yep, that's basically another L range named from 0 to -1, and then 5-line tag, which will make the recursive rate, right? So rate recursive, and there you go, from Alice to Tiffany. All right, so basically again, normal will be from Tiffany to Alice, and then recursively will be from will be from Alice to Tiffany, and the insertion. And that's it. That's the lab for today. Thank you. Bye.